Hello then guys, for the first time in what has been a little while, welcome back to the channel. Now, those of you that do follow me on Twitter at BennyD_FM will know that I have taken a little break recently from Football Manager and the like due to just a bit of a mental health break. But I am back, and what a time to be back, because the FM21 beta was released yesterday, and of course that is where we are going to begin today. Lots of exciting things coming to the channel for the FM21 cycle. Hopefully a lot of you will be on board for that whole cycle, but we're going to start with a Spanish giant, Valencia, a team that have been really struggling in recent times. They're selling a lot of their players in real life. Hopefully we can start to rebuild them in the Football Manager world and bring them back some success. Now, of course, as always, if you do like today's video, then please do leave a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. But without further ado, I think it's time that we got our first look at Football Manager 2021. Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Valencia, the FM21 beta save. And here we are, our first look at the game. As you can see, we're in and we've got our feet under the table here at Valencia. £25,500 per week. A surprise appointment. Apparently I lack the reputation of a title specialist. Those that watch the Roma series will know that that is not true. And we are here at Valencia to win some titles, hopefully, during the beta period. It all looks really flashy. It looks awesome. We've not got a director of football at the moment. Zigor Aranalde. We'll go with that, is our assistant manager. 4.5-star reputation. We're predicted to finish 7th. We were 9th last season. The greatest era for them was back in the 1940s, and they haven't won anything since 2004. We are here definitely to change that at the Mestalla 55,000 capacity stadium that we want to be rocking week in, week out. Fairly good team, some names that obviously will be easily recognisable. Gamero up front alongside Maxi Gomez. Gabriel, once of Arsenal fame here in England. Gaia on the left as well. I think their best player, or a lot of people's assumption of their best player, is a goalie. Silerson will do well, I think, to keep hold of most of these players early on, but hopefully we can bring in some strong enough options to go underneath them if they do go, and those options need to be under the age of 23 for the future, and also potentially going into our youth system. As with real life, sign players to sell for a profit. Most of the players we've got at the moment, I assume we will be selling anyway. Work within the wage budget and qualify for the Europa Cup 2 from the Spanish First Division. The owner is looking to sell the club. May we get a takeover during our beta save. It will be keen to see. But let's get stuck in to the main game and see what FM21 has to offer us. Okay, then the vision of the board has been accepted, so I think it is time for us to meet some of the key players to begin with anyway here at Valencia. And firstly, a nice, fresh looking, newly graphicked squad screen. It's looking really good at the moment, and we'll start then with Jose Gaya on the left hand side. A really strong left back option for us, who can also play further forward if needs be. Only 25, so he's got room to be in this team for a fair while. As you can see, most of his attributes up there at 14 or 13 and above. Really good pace, 16 pace, 17 acceleration and agility. Left-footed player. We are definitely going to be looking to get him up and down that left-hand flank, and hopefully providing some assists alongside potentially some goals from the left as well. Maxi Gomez, only 23, Uruguayan. He is going to be the main man up front with Kevin Gamero of course, moving on, or well, not moving on, but maybe nearing retirement at the age of 33. 16 finishing, 18 heading. He is 6'1", so he may be someone good from set pieces as well. Again, he's got pretty good strength up front, and his off the ball is really good as well. He is going to be a really, really good option for us. He's got the potential to improve a little bit as well, but hopefully he can be scoring the goals that Gaia assists from his left-hand side. Alongside that, we've also got Carlos Soler, someone who can play in the centre or on the right-hand side of this midfield. He looks like he's fairly well-rounded, actually. Average, I think we'd call him. He's okay. He's got some pretty good attributes, well-rounded player, nothing that's jumping off the page. Again, he's only 23. He's got some really good caps in the under-21, scoring 4 goals. Potential to improve a little bit, but if we go with a formation that will include wingers, then he will definitely be in the team. And if he is, then on the other side, we're going to have Gonçalo Guedes, a Portuguese player who can literally play anywhere. Left mid, centre of the attacking midfielder, right wing, up front, you name it, he can play there. He's got pretty good acceleration and pace, so I think we're going to utilise him on a wing of sorts. The left wing is looking really strong if we have Gaia and Guedes out there. But again, another really good youthful player that if we can keep hold of, that is the key here at Valencia, keeping hold of all these players. I think the last one we're going to look at, a man that I mentioned earlier on, Jasper Cillessen, the Dutch goalkeeper, 54 caps for Holland. He is a pretty good goalkeeper and another man that we want to keep around. He is 31, so we'll be looking to see if there are any options that we can bring in underneath him that we can develop for the future. But we're not going to be here long, hopefully, and he could well be the key for us making a good run in the league this year if he can keep some clean sheets. With regards to the first team squad then and some high potential players, we've got Thierry Correia at right back, another Portuguese player. He's currently 2.5 star, but he's got the ability to be 4, maybe even 5. And again, he's got a lot of work to do, but he's quite pacey. He's got the ability to definitely improve. And at 21, and he is the sort of player we want to be keeping around here for the future. Lee Kang-in, he is also a right midfielder who can improve a lot in the future. His dribbling is exceptional. His technique is brilliant as well. Fairly determining, so I'm confident that he will improve. And he could be a really good backup on that right-hand side if he can improve quickly. He's already 3 stars, so he potentially is looking like the second man there in behind Soler. So the right midfield is looking pretty good. And the last man to look at is Yunus Musa, another right winger who could get to 5-star potential. Pretty similar, it looks, to the man we just looked at in Correia, but maybe not quite as good. 17, he's American, he's got a lot of improving to do, but again, he may well be another option for us. And I think looking at it, it is a fairly well-rounded squad. No players that are screaming out to me, or no positions rather, are being screamed out as being weak, apart from the centre of midfield, where apparently we only have this guy, Uroš Račić, who is a 22-year-old Serbian, who at the moment probably isn't quite good enough to make it into our first team. So that is an area that we will certainly be looking to strengthen. And the finances that we have to strengthen it are basically nothing. We are spending currently £898,000 on wages, and the wage budget is 876. So we need to find a bit of room there. And with only £5 million to spend, it may be a little bit tricky to get some players in. So it's probably likely that we'll be working with the squad that we have got to try and club together a tactic that will work. I will hopefully be able to show you the tactic that I've come up with in the next episode. But for now, I think it is just a case of having a quick look around the new game. We'll go and have a look at the dynamics as we usually do. The club atmosphere is good. Managerial support, they seem to like us already. The players are going to be hopefully improving that team cohesion during the pre-season. The couple of leaders, Jose Gaia, who is the captain, he's in the team leaders, as is Dominic, who is the other goalkeeper. Obviously, he's not going to be playing as much due to Sillinson being in the side, but he might be one we keep about just for a bit of leadership. Soler as well is already up in the team leaders at 23. The man we're looking to play on the right-hand side, so he might well be a vice-captain for years to come. But looking forward, I think it is a case now of seeing when we will be back with you. And I'm going to go for that being, of course, the beginning of the Serie A season against Cadiz on the 13th of September. Hopefully between now and then we would have settled on a tactic. We may also have brought in a couple of signings. And I'll hopefully be able to show you a bit more in depth of the new features in FM21. The match engine is something that I'm really, really excited to see, and also maybe some bits around the transfer market and scouting. But for now, I hope you have enjoyed today's video, and if you have, please leave a like down below for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and for more daily Football Manager content, and thank you all for coming along and watching.